Hi, this is Chris, Video Game Dust Sleeves, and you're listening to the VGDS podcast with BonesZ06,
Hey.
DanCavDragon,
Hello, everyone.
Bandana Gamer,
One and only.
and guest gamers, Captain Frugal,
Hey, everybody.
DizzyTheGamerJit,
Barbie.
Hey Dad.
Just call me Daddy.
Oh.
Oh.
Whoa. Okay.
And we are off the rails. We are.
MC Shark 7
Hey, everyone.
and RetroMikey78.
I'm scared.
So, yes, we have a full house tonight.
Yeah.
There's a big reason behind that. This is going to be the Halloween episode, and I'm happy to have everybody here. This is actually the first time we've ever had this many people, so it's my pleasure to have everybody here, and let's get it started.
My milkshake brings the boys to the yard.
I hope it does. So, on that leeway, we'll go with Sleeve It or Leave It. The first title is Haunted House. I'll start with Bandana. Would you sleeve it or leave it?
I'm opposed to sleeving all Atari 2600, so I'm gonna leave it. I
Dan.
just wanted to.
Me?
Yes, you. You're the
Well,
only Dan in here.
I thought you were going down the list, but anyways.
No, we're not going down the list. We go all over the place.
All right. Well, you can keep track of that.
I do.
We have a lot of people today.
I do.
But Haunted House, yes, I would sleeve. I actually had Chris make a 3D sleeve of this game.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it came out spectacular.
Yep. So I would sleeve it.
Captain Frugal.
I would go with sleeving that one, especially if I gotta check out that 3D one.
Yes, please do. Bones.
Sorry, it took me a minute to compose myself. I just. Dan, how'd you forget your own name?
I thought he was going to use. He was going to get a Bones.
Dude, I was stopped laughing since you said that. I'm sorry. As far as the Atari one goes, no, I'm not going to sleeve that one. Thank you.
Dizzy.
I would not sleeve it. I actually hate that game. I mean,
Damn,
with
he
the
whipped
name
out
and
hate.
the artwork. Sorry. I mean, with the name and the artwork, you expect so much, and it just doesn't live up to it. I wouldn't sleeve it. No.
Hey, Dad. D.
I'm sleeving that one. That's one of the very few Atari games that I actually remember playing as a kid, and it may be bad now, Dizzy. I don't know. I haven't played it in forever, but I kind of liked it.
Mikey.
I would sleeve it, but I think I would have you change it from the Atari picture to use the Wii Haunted House picture.
Definitely possibility. I can do anything.
Sounds cool.
Yeah,
Any Atari games, though.
MT Shark 7.
Yeah, I would sleeve it. I would like the 3D sleeve. That sounds interesting. Mainly because it's actually probably the first and only Atari 2600 game I actually beaten.
Nice.
So that's kind of interesting.
Okay, next title. Midnight Mutants. This is Atari 7800 game. Start with Hey Dad.
Never played it, but that looks like Grandpa Monster. And
It
I'm
is.
all in on
It
the
actually
monsters,
is.
So yeah, sleeve it.
Dizzy.
I would sleeve it because of the Grandpa Monster, but I would put an updated picture of him, like a 2010 picture of him, which probably wouldn't look that good.
MC Shark 7.
Yeah, I would sleeve it just because that's a very valuable game for that system.
Mikey.
I would probably not sleeve it, but hey, if you are going to sleeve it and you want to update the picture, take the picture from Gremlins 2 from me.
Good idea.
Dan.
Yeah, I would sleeve this only because it is a very valuable game. So, and yeah, Grandpa Monster deserves a sleeve.
Bandana.
I'm gonna say sleeve it, but I'm also gonna update the art and use the very unknown made-for-TV movie Mockingbird Lane that stars Jerry O'Connell as the cover.
Oh man,
Captain Frugal.
good choice.
Oh, I'm definitely gonna go with sleeving it on that one. Let's give the monsters some credit here.
Bones.
I don't think I've ever played this game though.
I know
seen
I
it.
haven't. Bones.
I've never seen it. Honestly, I would want the box, and I'd want the box 3D pop sleeve with that original image. That's an iconic original image right there to me. So I would sleeve the whole original box, and I'd want it 3D.
Good answer.
Okay, next title, Splatterhouse 3. Bandana.
Leave it.
Bones.
Skipping it.
Captain Frugal.
Oh man, that's a tough one. I think it's probably my least favorite out of the series, but I still like all the Splatterhouse, so I'm gonna sleeve it.
Dan.
Yeah, I think the Splatterhouse games are worth sleeving. They're pretty popular.
Dizzy.
Oh hell yeah, 3D pop that one definitely.
Hey, Dad.
I love Splatterhouse, so yeah, I'd definitely sleeve that one. And I'm with the other guys too. I think that'd look really cool on a 3D one with the monster in the background. That'd be awesome.
Anything's doable. MT Shark 7.
Yeah, I'd sleeve it with a 3D one. That sounds awesome.
Retro Mikey.
Nah, we don't need to sleeve that thing.
Boo this man.
Boo! No.
It's a Genesis game. I'm not a Genesis fan.
It's okay to admit you're dead inside. That's okay. We'll be there for it.
I mean, it is a Halloween podcast, so like.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Ooh.
Did you guys not see what I ate yesterday? I have to be dead inside.
Was it human brains?
Bones fits right in.
Yes, it was. It was
No.
human brains.
Were you playing the forest?
No, I did it in my collab.
Oh no! Oh god, yeah.
Plug.
Okay.
Plug.
That's okay. Plug away. It doesn't matter. Next title, Little Red Riding Hood Zombie Barbecue. Say that 4 times fast. No. Retro Mikey. Sleeve it.
I've actually played this game. It's actually pretty fun. So yes, I would sleeve this.
MT Shark 7.
Yeah, I would sleeve it.
Hey, Dad.
I'm gonna leave it. I don't know this game, but one of my biggest controversial opinions is the DS is not a very good system.
Oof.
Yeah.
Dizzy.
Oh hell yeah, that one. The front art looks cool. The title looks cool. I'm not sure, Chris. Was I one of the first ones to do 3D sleeves? I mean, regular sleeves on the 3DS.
No, you were not.
Oh well, I would actually definitely sleeve that and give it to my daughter for her collection. That one looks pretty cool.
Dan.
Yeah, this game is a pretty decent game. It's definitely an underrated gem, so I would sleeve it.
Captain Frugal.
I'm gonna go sleeving it because I like zombie games and I haven't seen this one to play yet, so I'm interested in checking it out. Let's sleeve that thing.
Oh, Kadoki. Bones.
I can see the interest on why people would want that sleeved. Me personally, though, I would not sleeve it.
And last but not least, Bandana.
Yeah, that's some interesting art, but yeah, it's just not popping for me. So I'm gonna say nah, I wouldn't sleeve that.
And the final title, Cursed Mountain for the Wii. Bandana.
No, but that's more of a statement on the Wii.
Bones.
Yeah, I'm gonna skip it too.
Captain.
I've never played that one, so I'm gonna have to skip it.
Dan.
I think I would 3D sleeve this one. It looks pretty. It looks like it would make a good 3D pop out.
I can see it. Dizzy.
I've never heard of the game or played it, but just from the front artwork, I think a holographic dust sleeve would look good on that. Something new.
Anything's possible. Hey, Dad.
I'm gonna leave it. I don't know that one, but yeah, I'm not real big on the Wii stuff either.
Two Wii people that hate it. MT Shark 7.
Yeah, I would only sleeve it if it's a 3D sleeve. This game's actually really good. I have it in my collection.
And Mikey.
Just because it's a Wii game, no, I would not stream it, but I would recommend anybody to pick it up. Like MT Shark said, this is a very good horror game.
Well, there you go, guys. I mean, there's two people that just said it's an awesome horror game. I've never heard
bought
it.
it already because of Mike saying it was a good game. I just haven't played it yet.
Okay.
Is it like
I might
is
have
it
to buy
like
it
a
myself.
Wii light gun style thing? Because that's what it kind of looks like.
Yeah, it's like
Imagine,
third person.
yeah,
Okay.
kind of like Resident Evil 4 on the Wii, sort of type of.
Oh, okay, okay.
Okay, on to the next segment. Guess that box art. This is a special edition. My wife actually picked out these two titles. Who wants to go first? Shall I start in order?
I'll go first.
Go ahead, Dizzy.
It looks like a Christmas game. I'm gonna say Home Alone NES.
How the hell did you know? Goddamn.
I'll venture a guess.
Go ahead.
I think it's Big Top Barbie. No, in actually, I'm going to guess Halloween. I think it's a Halloween game.
Yes, it is a Halloween game. And it's for the Atari 2600, so that's what it was. It was Halloween.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was. Atari on the Halloween on the 2600.
Yep.
Yes. All right.
All right, next one. Who wants to venture a guess?
I know what it is.
What's that little head underneath?
Yeah, what's that
there?
little face there?
That's the one we're guessing now.
Oh, we're guessing
wow!
that?
I thought that was. Oh wow!
I thought that was just some creepy dude staring at me. What the hell?
This is a Halloween podcast, right?
Anyone who has that image on their screen will die in the next 7 days.
Damn, I'm already dead.
Yeah, then I'm coming to live at your place for a little bit.
Unless you make someone listen to this podcast.
Damn it, listen to the podcast. Or else this zombie will come get you.
That, oh my god, I don't know. You're going to probably have to give me a console for that.
All right. Anybody have a guess before I give a console for this?
Manhunter PS2?
No.
No.
All right, so the console is PlayStation 4.
So
I don't have a lot of games for that yet.
Silent Hill.
What was that?
Silent Hill.
No.
It's not on PS4.
Not on PS4.
I know it's not.
Any guesses? Crickets?
Resident Evil 5?
No.
Snoopy's Grand Adventure?
How did you know? It's the zombie edition.
World War Z?
No.
Days Gone.
No.
Doom.
No.
It looks like something that'd be on a Resident Evil to me, but
Yeah, that's what I thought, but...
No,
All right.
it's not a Resident Evil.
So I'll give you a hint. It's the first word of the title starts with an O.
With a what?
O.
Outlast.
Yes.
that's on PlayStation 4?
Okay. No,
Yes,
you
sir.
cheated because you said PS4 and I was only looking at PS4.
It is on PS4. Outlast Trinity.
It's also on Xbox One.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. PS4, Xbox One?
He never said it was exclusive.
No, I didn't say it's only on PS4.
I know, but I was only looking at my PS4 pile.
Well, that's not my damn fault.
You should be double checking.
I'm not going to tell you it's cross-platformed. I mean, half these games are. Well, more than half of them are.
What in
Now,
Did you-
is that the third Outlast game, or
It's called
That was-
Trinity.
Trinity, it has all three.
It has all of them, yeah. All of them on one.
really?
Yeah.
I want that now.
Go get it. Man, I'm good at selling games, man. Because, like, in here, like, everybody seems to buy a game from the podcast.
Well, I thought it was only on the Xbox, the most recent one, and I don't have that one, and or the previous one or whatever that I didn't buy. I'll be dang.
There you go. You need another game. It's on your
I
list.
do.
Pick it up.
All right, so that was the wife's edition. Now, the next Guess That Box Art is mine.
Okay.
The first title. Anybody?
Nosferatu.
Fatal Frame.
Corpse Killer.
Hold up. Hey, Dad. Got it. Fatal Frame.
Nice. I know the
good
next
job.
one.
I know the next one.
I know the next one.
Everybody knows the
Everyone
next
got-
one.
everyone knows
Everybody
the
knows it's iconic. Like, that cover is, like, iconic. All right, say it.
Manhunt.
Manhunter.
Yep.
PS2.
Yep, Manhunt. See, that one was the easy one.
What?
Yeah, leave it to your wife. I think she picks better ones.
No, well, let's just no. All right, let's get this right. She picks them, but I'm the one that crops the image.
Oh.
Nice.
So she doesn't crop the image. I do the hard work. You guys are going based on what I have in here. But you guys didn't actually think like
way to like steal the thunder. From
Oh
her
yeah,
wife,
oh
you
yeah,
know, like-
oh yeah. She gets props for picking out the games, of course. She gets props for that.
I really like, and
Man.
also I married her, so like
That's
that
damn
really
straight.
upped her game.
It's damn straight.
That's what a load of crop.
But anyway, the first title, you guys like didn't know that was Halloween. Like that was a pretty obvious
No, I
cut.
knew that was.
Yeah.
I knew
Halloween.
Anything.
Yeah, all right.
I knew what it was. I was letting everybody else pick, then somebody
That's-
got it
yeah.
before I did.
That's what I was kind of the same way.
All right. So next segment, we'll let Bones take it.
So, for this podcast, everyone, we got a special logo sleeve that Chris has made. And it is a VGDS podcast Halloween edition for all of us. Chris is going to gift all of us that are participating in this podcast one of these Halloween logo sleeves. So all of you will be getting one of these.
That's
Thanks,
awesome.
Chris. That's cool. Yeah.
Chris, thank you.
So
Thank you.
as long as you guys are all okay with me having the logo on the sleeve, I didn't
that's
verify. I didn't verify
Yeah.
with anybody. I just did it. So as long as you're okay with it, everybody that's participating in the podcast will get one from us free of charge.
Also, it
Nice.
has my face on it, so you know it's scary.
Oh man.
As well as these will be available if anybody out there wants one of these. They will just be a normal rate. So don't think that you can't get these. They are available. As long as obviously I got to ask everybody in here. Are you all okay with that? Me selling them. All right.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yep.
We can talk licensing later. It'll be
All right, Dan.
All right, franchise of the month time. So for this, happy Halloween, everyone. This is a Halloween edition of franchise of the month, and for this, I was interested in what you guys thought is when you think of Halloween franchises, what video game series best represents that? So I put some pictures here of games that maybe people think of if they're thinking about a Halloween game. And again, this is franchise, not just one single game. That's why I didn't put like Halloween on there, but franchises. But feel free to offer something that's not on here if I didn't put a picture of it. So we'll go down the list here in alphabetical order to make it easy for me. Which franchise? What do you think of when it comes to Halloween video game franchises? So, Bandana Gamer, you're first.
Well, first I was really worried you didn't remember what a franchise was when I first saw the image. But since I now know the context a little bit better, I was like, oh, we gotta have a talk with Dan later. I guess I don't know. I'm talking because I think of like Friday the 13th, honestly, but I don't think of the game. Like I think more of the movie. So I think video game wise, when I think Halloween, I'm definitely gonna go with Resident Evil. But Friday the 13th pops in my mind first, just for the overall property.
All right. I'm tabulating the results, and we'll see if we can decide on a winner. But otherwise, if you have other stuff, if there's another franchise I didn't put on here, please feel free to offer that up. Bones, what about you?
Well, what the hell do I win? What's top prize here? What's the second door? Is there a door prize?
You'll win
a variant Barbie sleeve.
Whatever you can fit in the Barbie Corvette's trunk.
Man. We can fit a lot of crap in there if it's for free.
Well, a Barbie sleeve signed by you.
Okay, that sounds good to me. I'm kind of in the same boat as Bandana. See, when you say Halloween, hard to almost pick a game because first thing that comes to mind would be Halloween would be, like he said, Halloween movies, Friday the 13th, Freddy Krueger, something along those lines would make me think more of Halloween. But those are movies. I don't go to the Friday the 13th for the NES or A Nightmare on Elm Street. So that doesn't strike me as Halloween. I didn't have Halloween on the Atari 2600, so that also doesn't. I would have to more than likely as well go with Resident Evil just for the first two. I probably would say those were the most memorable horror games that I played when they first came out.
Hey, on Bandana and Bones agree.
All right, we have an early leader already. Captain Frugal, how about yourself?
Wow, there's so many good choices of horror games. I agree with you when I think of Friday the 13th, though I loved the Friday the 13th on the PlayStation 4. Actually, I like the NES version too, so might be a controversial opinion there. But, based on what we see here, if we're going games, I'm going to have to go with the Resident Evil because I just remember playing the PlayStation 1, that first one, and going through and it's like, holy cow, we've got a real horror game here where you see that zombie looking up at you. It was a changing event there. So I'm going to go with Resident Evil. All right. I'll skip myself and go to Dizzy. What's your pick for Halloween franchise?
Yeah, I'm sort of the same way. I go straight to PlayStation 1. In my opinion, that's where the horror games actually became scary. Like Jason, Freddy on NES, those weren't really scary. Zombies on Super. I mean, it was a horror-related game, but nothing was really scary about it. It was more comical. But when you got to the PlayStation 1, that's when the games actually became scary. Silent Hill, Resident Evil, games like that, where it wasn't just the graphics, but the atmosphere in the background. Playing the games in the dark with the volume all the way up at night, like. Definitely, you'd get scared after a while, or it'd creep you out. Especially Silent Hill with all the creepy noises and the atmosphere. So for me, it's those PlayStation 1 games. That's where they actually became like real horror games, like games you didn't want to play in the dark or you didn't want to play alone. So definitely like Resident Evil, Silent Hill. That's what I would say.
All right, yeah. I didn't put Silent Hill on here because we're doing that in a later podcast, so that's why I didn't actually include it here yet. But yeah, we'll put you down for Resident Evil and Silent Hill PlayStation 1 era, PlayStation 1.
Oh yeah, PS1.
All right, hey Dad, how about yourself?
Okay, so this might be a shocker to the guys that know me because I'm like the biggest Ghostbusters fan ever, but they've only had one good game in like 37 years, so I can't pick Ghostbusters.
Oh man.
I've got to go with Resident Evil on this one. I can tell the story a little bit later about why, but like the original Resident Evil on the PS1 is the first game that ever scared me. And
did the dog scare the shit out of you, like jumping out of the window?
So like, okay, so this is my pick for still scariest game I've ever played, just because. So like, yes, the dog scared the shit out of me, and but what it was my cousin. He had a PlayStation. I didn't have one, and I went over there one night to spend the night. And he's like, "Hey, we got to play this zombie game I got." I was like, "All right." So we're playing it, and it's just me and him. We're the only two people awake in the house, and all the lights are out. Everybody's asleep, and like there's footsteps in the game, but like we keep getting freaked out because we thought they were coming from his hallway, and it just scared us to death. And so that's why, like, that's my Halloween games. And I don't know. I still love Resident Evil, even though I haven't really kept up with the series. I just love, those are the Halloween game for me.
All right, nice. You guys are making it easy. We got a clear winner here. How about you, MT Shark?
For me, I would say it's a tie between Resident Evil and Ghosts and Goblins.
Ah, nice.
I was always obsessed with both of those games back when I was younger. But if I had to pick one of them, I probably mostly lead towards Resident Evil, since that was obviously scarier than Ghosts and Goblins was.
Mm-hmm.
That was more frustrating than anything. So, yeah, so they would be my picks.
All right. And Mikey, we can probably guess what you're going to say, but go ahead.
I was going to say
Mikey's going to say Doom.
Luigi's
and I didn't pick Doom.
I'm gonna say franchise, my favorite horror franchise, Seventh Guest.
Oh, that does count. Yeah. All right, that's a good
Well,
one.
goody, I was surprised you pulled that one. I didn't think it was going to be something different.
But no, I've heard you talk about that before, so I don't doubt it at all.
Well,
Yeah.
Resident Evil already winning, and since as much as I love it, I had to throw out Seventh Guest.
Which, by the way, he does have one and only Seventh Guest 3D sleeve.
Yes, I do.
Oh, nice.
And all right, nice one, nice pick there. And Chris, I'm down to hear what you think is going to be Halloween franchise of the month.
It's not on here.
Good.
Fatal Frame.
Fatal Frame.
Yep.
Oh, that's a good one.
Awesome.
And I thought of another one, and I can't think of what it was. Besides Silent Hill, because that wasn't on here either.
Go ahead.
I'm a little mad I didn't think of to say Castlevania. I'm a little mad at me right now.
You can change it. It will.
Well, Resident Evil's already won, so yeah, I'll pull up Mikey and go. Castlevania needs to be out there.
That's true. I didn't think of that either.
But
so
for like Nintendo wise, I would definitely go with Luigi's Mansion. But you know, that's really not a scary game. It's just like, you know, kids game. So
it kind of fits the Halloween theme, though.
yeah, it does. It does.
Yeah.
It deserves to be there. But it's just not a scary game. Yeah.
But why'd you pick Fatal Frame?
Why did I pick Fatal Frame? Because I know it's a scary game. Like
okay.
I never played it myself, but I know for sure. I had friends that played it growing up, and they told me like things, and I've seen it, and like all the, you know, coming up close personal with photos of these things that you're trying to take pictures of, and it gives you little jump scares here and there. So yeah,
It's awesome.
And then for me, I didn't vote. I actually think Darkstalkers is like the quintessential Halloween game, because there's like a werewolf, a mummy, a vampire. They're all those characters are in that game. So it's a good, and there's a lot of cosplay possibilities there. So I do think Darkstalkers makes the perfect Halloween game or a franchise for games. But you know, clear winner we have here, Resident Evil. I would have actually picked Resident Evil as our franchise of the month, but we already did that, so I wanted to open it up a little bit and see what else you guys think qualify out there, and then we got some good votes there, so thanks a lot.
Yeah, we did the Resident Evil one last year.
Yeah, sure did.
and I think since we're like continuing with the Halloween podcast, we probably will do one every year. we're gonna try to mix it up each time because like a lot of this is gonna be repetitive. So just try to freshen it up and change things and maybe do specific franchises instead of just random things like we're gonna do now. But I just wanted to let you know we're probably gonna keep continuing with this as long as we have content to provide for it. So on to the questions, and I'll start. I'm gonna do 3 and then 3 and then whatever's left. So the first question, and we'll start from the top and go down just so it makes it easy. Bandana, what's the scariest game you ever played?
All right, I'm going to put a different spin on this question because I know there are others. Given our answers to the previous franchise, I don't want to like bog down with Resident Evil talk too much, and there's some other people that are very passionate about Resident Evil. I want to say like the scariest game that I've been shocked by how scary it is. Metroid Dread. I just started that, and I have never had a 2D game scare me and make me jump as much as this game has. And it is phenomenal how they affect mood and lighting and just tell an amazing story on a 2D scale, on a 2D game. I just cannot say enough good things about how Metroid Dread evokes being scared.
Man, I'm gonna have to pick that up.
I still haven't played it yet. I've got it, but I haven't even opened it yet.
Open it, play it, give it your soul. It is an amazing experience.
Just not your firstborn, huh?
Bones, scariest game.
Well, see, I'm not gonna bog it down either. I would have normally, I think, said that by far, if I think to what game years ago at least had me, and even up until the more current, had me the most freaked out while playing, was definitely Resident Evil 2, because I was playing it at night by myself. But that being said, we're now in a more current generation of gaming where I can't really say that anymore, because compared to what I do in VR with Resident Evil 7, The Impatient, I just watched Mike play Paranormal Activity on VR. Those games make me freak right out. So by far, I'd have to say, I'm not going to just pick one. I'm going to say it's all the VR horror games. Just literally, they're on the same level. There's not one that, to me, is not going to make me jump more than the other one. They're all going to make me jump. Now, once you play through them once or twice, I'm sure you're not going to jump near as much, but the first couple times you play them, yeah, they're a little nerve-wracking for me, so I'd have to go with that.
Captain?
And yes, I did change my pants after that stream.
Captain, scariest game you ever played?
Well, you know, I think I'm gonna go with X-Men for the NES.
Oof.
That game is so freaking bad; it scares the crap out of me just to see that game. I don't get scared easy on games, so and I haven't played every horror game, of course. I've played a lot. There's a lot of great horror games. I will say the VR aspect is making them phenomenal too. So I'm gonna have to, second that. If you haven't played any games horror in VR, you should definitely check some out. They're pretty awesome.
Dan?
Yeah, again, Resident Evil, I won't say that because that's an easy answer, but I do agree with Dizzy about PlayStation 1 Silent Hill. That was a very creepy game for me. I thought that was, I think, given the limited technology at the time, I think it was making it as scary as possible and in a 3D kind of environment. So that was a scary game for me.
Dizzy?
Yeah, I was gonna say Silent Hill too, but a lot of people might say that one. So I'm gonna actually say, Friday the 13th for the Switch. you guys were saying about the VR element, that makes it really scary. But Friday the 13th game for Switch, that online multiplayer aspect, it brings something brand new. And like when you got a bunch of friends, you know, playing online, trying to get Jason, take him down, or one of your friends is Jason chasing out after everybody, it's like being in one of the movies, you know. So it's not the scariest, but I really like that online aspect where you can play with your friends and have it feel like you're actually in the movie. So that's gonna be my pick.
Hey, Dad.
I was gonna say Resident Evil 1, you know, because I kind of the story I talked about earlier, but since I already said that, I would have to go with Eternal Darkness for the GameCube. That game was freaky, especially in its time. The way it did the whole read your memory card thing, trick you into thinking it erased your game. Like it was creepy game.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's a great game. I love it when it gives you the blue screen of death. It's like,
Yeah.
oh no.
Uh-huh.
All right, M2 Shark 7.
I would say Outlast. Any game like that's first person where like you're basically helpless and can't defend yourself, that just like drives me crazy. Especially when people are like chasing you. Like I don't know even how I've even beat that game without having a heart attack.
And Retro Mikey.
Well, I'm gonna go back to my franchise of the month, and that's Seventh Guest, because it's truly the first game that ever scared me in my life. Playing it as a 14-year-old kid, not supposed to be up at night, at my PC, headphones on, no lights, walking down a maze in a wrong corridor, and a voice in your microphones go, feeling lonely? When you turn off the PC a minute later and you crawl in your bed with the lights on, yeah, you're scared.
Okay, and the next question, or it's not even really, I guess it's a question. Least scariest game you ever played, Bandana?
I'm gonna go. I mean, there's so many games that aren't scary. I'm gonna go with Friday the 13th for the NES. And I mainly go with that one because I remember being a little kid and going through the video store and looking at it as a rental and being like, I can't rent that. That's gonna be too scary. I'm a small child. I can't rent that. And then coming to it like years later when I went for the LJ Inset and going, huh? Yeah, nah.
Bones?
Richard Scarry's Busy Town.
That can't be right. It's got scary in the name.
It's not scary, don't you worry.
Captain Frugal.
Ah, wow. So least scary. You know, as funny as I don't find that Friday the 13th for PlayStation 4 scary at all. I find it hilarious, which I don't know, maybe that makes me evil. I don't know, especially when you get to play Jason, you're hacking people up and tearing them. It's funny to me.
They got a lot of glitches in that too, don't they?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It has a lot of funny glitches in it. But boy, I guess if we're gonna go least scary, it'd have to be something probably really old, something like Kool-Aid Man on Atari 2600. I mean, that game sucks, but it's still not scary in any way.
I didn't even know they made a Kool-Aid Man. That's hilarious.
Yep.
Can you see him busting down the wall?
Oh, I don't
Pretty
remember.
much the whole
you know
game.
what? I think so. I think that's the intro of the game. And then
Yeah.
you play like a head with a straw. It comes down. It's been so long since I played that game, but it was not. Yeah, there can be no element of scariness there.
Dan?
Yeah, this is hard. I can think of a lot of games that aren't scary, but there's this game on PlayStation 3. I think it's called Flower, and you just go around as this little whisper bear and growing flowers. So, and it's very pretty, but there's absolutely nothing scary about this game. So that's definitely the least scariest game I've ever seen.
What if we change this question a little bit and say least scariest horror game you ever played?
There you go.
Dizzy?
I'm gonna say Nightmare on Elm Street for NES. From the different sprites they had in it, like rats and spiders and skulls. even Devils, like stuff that had nothing to do with the movie at all. And actually, I compare it to the Friday the 13th game for NES, which to me as a kid, that one was a lot more scarier. I mean, like the dark atmosphere, in the dark rooms, and having Jason just pop up on you out of nowhere in the room or in the water. To me, that was a lot more scarier game. So I'm always gonna, compare the two side by side. So that makes Nightmare on Elm Street like not scary at all when you compare the two. So that's my choice.
Hey, Dad.
I was gonna say Yoshi's Story, but since we changed it, I guess I'll go with Zombies Ate My Neighbors, because I mean it's zombies, it's supposed to be horror, but it's just a really fun, silly game. I always had a good time with it.
Yoshi.
I'll change my answer to Duke Nukem then.
All right. Who else didn't say a horror game?
Me.
No, I'm Dan.
Oh, at least scary horror game. Geez. I'll go with any of the LJN games. Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street for the NES.
All right, MT Shark 7, go ahead. Least scariest horror game.
Haunting Star and Poltergeist on the Sega Genesis.
And Mikey.
Biohazard Umbrella Corps. The only thing scary about that game is the gameplay.
All right, next question. Most valuable horror game in your collection? Bandana.
Off the top of my head, I'm going to assume it's Silent Hill 1. Silent Hill 2, 3, and 4. I forget which one. I think 2 is the most expensive now.
3.
Alright, that one.
Bones.
Oh man, that's a tough one. I don't know if Splatterhouse 2 is, or Silent Hill 3 or 2. No, 3 would be more expensive. No, I'm gonna have to. Or is there anything on the 64? Yeah, see, this is a little tough. It's a little tough.
Are your Splatterhouses complete?
Yes.
They're more expensive than Silent Hill 3.
Okay, well then we're just gonna go with Splatterhouse because I'm thinking that's gonna be one of my top ones. I couldn't tell you. Like I have all the Fatal Frame, I have Dooms galore, I have tons of horror games. So I'm gonna go with that though.
Captain.
I believe mine would probably be Clock Tower 2. That's like $340. Probably with a close second with The Haunting Ground.
Dan?
Both complete in box.
For me, the most of it is probably Rule of Rose, I guess. That one's a lot.
Ooh. Nice.
Yep, just hit around 800.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Dizzy?
Well, compared to Dan right there, I have nothing, but I'm going to say really my most expensive is my Ghost Hunter for PS2. It's kind of like a hidden gem. A lot of people don't know much about it. I was just streaming it like 2 days ago, but it's like 120 Japanese version or around like 75 US version, so nothing too expensive, but kind of a hidden gem. Ghost Hunter PS2.
Hey, Dad.
I think that it's probably my Splatterhouse that I have for the Famicom. I have it complete.
MT Shark 7.
Haunting Ground for PS2 complete.
And Mikey.
Right now, it's probably a tie between my Game Boy Color Resident Evil Gaiden or my sealed PS4 Resident Evil 3 Collector's Edition. But once I open up the Collector's Edition, it'll be the Gaiden.
Okay. All right, one more question from me, and then I'm taking it over to Bones. If you could turn a horror game into a movie, what would it be? Bandana. Bandana?
Sorry, my headphones just cut out. So
All
we're
good.
going with-
All good. If you could turn a horror game into a movie, what would it be?
This is the question I was the most excited for. All right, hear me out, guys. Here's my movie pitch. John Leguizamo. Super Mario Brothers sequel. Luigi's Mansion set in the Mario Brothers movie universe.
I'm
liking it
100%
already.
on board.
man.
Yeah, I'm digging that.
Yeah, I am too.
Yep, I like it.
Good answer.
All right.
Yep.
Shit, that was such a good idea. You made me forget what the hell. Way to go, Bandana.
All right,
It's been on my
Bones.
soul for like a year now, and I was like, I just got to bring this idea somewhere, and this was that moment. I'm done for the rest of the show, guys. So y'all have a good one. I'm out.
Later.
Drop the mic.
Mic drop.
Okay, I do remember what it was. I actually said it when we were watching. Well, I was watching Mike's stream. They should make The Ring movie VR game. That creepy little Asian girl that crawls out of the TV, man. I don't know. Or she wasn't Asian. The Ring was the one with the well. What's the one with it's in like China or Japan.
Grudge.
Grudge.
The Grudge. That's the one. That for some reason always freaked me out. I don't know why. I think it's that damn noise that the thing made. Oh my god, I'm freaking out right now thinking of it. Let's go to the next person. I don't want to think about that shit now.
All right. Go ahead, Captain.
I think Eternal Darkness would make a great horror film.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good pick.
Good
Yep.
story, and it's it'd have a lot of great sets.
All right, Dan.
Yeah, that's a great.
Hold on, Dan. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah.
After you go, I gotta go again. I misread the damn
Yeah, I
question.
was gonna say, is it that we were talking about turning games into movies? No.
Okay, yes, go ahead. I was talking about turning a movie into a game. I went the opposite way. Dyslexia Bones moment. Thank you guys. Thank you for.
All right, go ahead, Bones. Go ahead, Bones.
I don't have one yet, so damn.
Okay, Dan. Go ahead. Bones, you're last then.
I liked Eternal Darkness a lot. I definitely love the Luigi Mansion. But I will say Clock Tower. Think that the first one. I think that would be really scary because that could be a true story.
Dizzy.
I mean, the Ghost Hunter sounds like it would actually end up being a good horror game. What I think more Zombies Ate My Neighbors. To me, the kid dressed really cool with the 3D glasses. Kind of looked like Kid Vid from Burger King. Zombies outside the house attacking. Something somewhat like Shaun of the Dead. That sounds pretty cool to me.
Hey, Dad.
I know this one's already been a movie, but I would like to see Doom done as a horror movie instead of an action movie like they did it. I think there's a lot of potential there.
Yeah.
I agree. Get the Rock out of there.
MT Shark 7.
I would say Colat, since that was based on a true story. I think it would be interesting as a movie.
Yep.
Mikey.
I'm gonna have to say I wanna make a horror game into a movie that's gonna be kind of funny. I wanna do Lollipop Chainsaw.
Oh,
That's a good one. That's a really good one.
Xbox.
Nice. That is definitely a good pick. All right, Bones. Do you have anything?
I don't know if they made a movie for it. Mike will know. What about D?
No, they never made a movie for D.
There you go.
All right. Now it's Bones' turn to take over.
All right, guys. If I read something backwards,
Bones.
just slide.
We'll do the next. What? 4 Bones?
4.
Yeah, 4.
Or,
Yeah, I'll do the next 4.
And then Dan, you got the roast.
And then you get the last 2, Dan.
that's fine.
Okay. So, we'll start with you, Bandana. Cool, scary box art you can think of.
Cool scare. I'm gonna go with this lovely one that I have 3D sleeved, which is Castlevania Dracula X. Really love the anime style of that box and the bat, which is a big thing in our house. So it's a beautiful piece of art. And if you get it 3D popped, it's the chef's kiss.
All right, Captain Frugal, same thing. Scariest, cool, scary box art.
I went with more of a simplistic cover, but the people who play the game know the fear that you get when you see this character, so I went with the clock tower. It's nothing like the Scissor Man coming at you and you gotta hide or you're gonna die.
Nice. All right, Dan, what about you?
I gotta plug the 3D sleeve again for Haunted House that Chris did. That's cool, definitely cool box art. But I also think in general the Fatal Frame games that Chris mentioned earlier, those are all pretty scary boxes, to be honest.
Stealing my thunder.
Is that sorry?
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Should have stayed with Haunted House.
Don't worry about it.
I know what's in his mind.
I know, right? I got another one on mine. Don't worry about it.
All right, good.
Yeah.
How many Fatal Frames did they make?
3.
3.
3 of them?
There's a part 4 getting ready to come out.
Oh, good to know. What about you there, Dizzy? What do you think? Cool, scary box art.
Well, I'm actually looking at the box art right now. I'd say Dead Rising for the Xbox 360. A bunch of zombies around this guy. The guy's actually doing something we're all, I'm sure opposed to, throwing a CRT TV right at a zombie. That's crazy. I would have saved that TV during the zombie apocalypse. But that one looks really cool, and I even have the Dead Rising demo for Xbox. And you could probably do like a real cool 3D effect, 3D pop out with both of these games. So Dead Rising for 360.
Cool. What about you, hey Dad?
D.
I was gonna say Clock Tower on the PS1 because I really think the way that he's got the scissors like kind of behind him is really cool, and I think that'd look like a really good 3D one. But I think that's the one Captain Frugal was probably talking about. So I'm gonna go with good box art, bad game. Evil Dead Fistful of Boomstick.
I like that game.
Yeah,
I enjoy that game.
Kicks out of it. Yeah, nice. What about you, MT Shark 7?
I would say Cold Fear.
Oh, nice.
It's like how it has the guy's arm in the corner there.
By the way, I will.
Remember what it looks like.
I will try and put up images so that way people can actually see this when the podcast is released.
Have fun trying to find mine.
I'll find it. Don't worry. Come on, you're talking to the box art king. I find everything.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. What about you, RetroMikey? What are some cool, scary box arts?
I think the best box art I've ever seen was the big PC box art for the original Phantasmagoria, A Puzzle of Flesh. The guy sitting there ripping his own chest open and seeing the dimension through his body.
That's pretty freaky.
Yep.
Now
Yes.
I'm intrigued. I'm going to look at this. Obviously.
Yeah, get on that, Chris.
So
I'm already lost with the name.
yeah, I was going to say, Mike, what you're going to have to do is type it out and put it in here so I know exactly what I'm looking for.
That sounds crazy. You sure that's not a CD cover?
It sounds like a Tool CD cover.
It sounds like a CD cover. Crazy.
Give me a minute. I gotta put it in there. I'll do something. I'll put it in here in a minute.
All right, that's
I
fine.
have my phone shut off.
That's fine.
All right. And what about you, Chris?
I'm going to go with Chiller for the NES.
Ah,
Yeah.
that's a different one. Nice.
That's a good one.
Okay, so we'll move on to the next question, and let's see what we got here. If you could dress up as a video game character for Halloween, what would it be? Does not necessarily have to be a horror. It's just, what would you dress up as a video game character for Halloween? Who would it be? What would it be? Bandana,
Can I go
you're
first?
gonna go.
Bandana's going first.
Wait, whoa. Who, Mikey wants to go first?
Yeah.
I want to go first. I want to go
Mike wants
first.
to go first. So.
But I want to go first. I mean,
All right, now we got a conflict of interest here. So,
Alright, so
let's go. 1, 2, 3, shoot.
Bandana,
Alright.
go.
All right, I threw whatever beats Mikey. Mikey, go. I have no real answer. I just wanted attention.
Oh.
Video game character that has not been released yet. I want to go for Halloween as BonesZ06 as Barbie.
Damn it, you stole my thunder. I was going to say Barbie, god damn it.
There.
Mother.
Wow.
I'm still saying it. Screw that. I'm going as Barbie too.
Oh my gosh. What about you, MT Shark 7?
Actually, funny this question's been asked. I'm actually going as Cuphead this year.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Awesome. Hey, Dad?
I've gone as Mario in the past, and I still have the overalls, and I'd do it again if I had to. I love Mario.
Nice.
Classic.
Dizzy?
Well, the Super Mario Brothers the movie count?
Yeah.
I think that should, right?
Sure, why not?
a horror film.
I want to go as a Goomba, but the Mario Brothers movie Goomba. You know, the small head, the wide shoulders, the small ass teeth. I want to go at that as that ugly ass Goomba from the Mario Bros movie. Maybe even have the harmonica going as the Toad.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I want to go as.
Nice. Dan, what about you?
I'm partial to Castlevania, so I'd probably go as one of the Belmont. Probably Richter Belmont.
Good choice.
Captain Frugal, what would you dress up like, sir?
Captain
I'm gonna
America.
Dress up. How'd you guess? Actually, that's what I'm gonna do. I do that. I've done that the last couple of years. I take the kids out trick or treating, and I bring a backpack full of comic books, and I give them out to the kids
sweet.
as we go.
Nice.
Where are you at in my neighborhood? Trick or treat.
All right, the one and only Bandana Gamer. What would you dress up as?
I'm gonna go with the one I've done that I was really proud of because I made all the props for it, and that was Mega Man mashed up with Kel from Portal. So, yeah. I was really proud of that. I made the blaster, I made the helmet. I was freaking awesome that year.
Nice.
Well, I'm not going to usually be answering the questions I ask, but since, Mike said he was going to be Barbie, I'm going as Waldo, people, okay? That's what I'm going to say, Waldo. Chris, was that really your answer? Were you going to say...
Yeah, I was really going to say Barbie.
All right.
Sorry. Sorry.
All right, on to the next one. In your Halloween trick-or-treat bag, you always get some candy you don't like. Example, candy corn. What is a game in your collection that you would gladly give up in your trick-or-treat bag? Any game you don't mind getting rid of?
I'll go first.
Go right ahead.
All
Go
right.
right ahead.
I've talked about this in my intro podcast. I've talked about it on my channel. Time Lord for the NES is the worst video game ever made. If anyone wants it, I will send it to you.
Is that good, huh?
Huh?
It's that good, huh?
Yeah, it's really that good.
Oh. All right, MT Shark.
I would say E.T. for Atari 2600.
That's a good choice. What
I
about
don't
you,
think that
Mikey?
game's as bad as people make it out to be.
It's yeah. If you play by its rules, it's okay.
You need the instruction manual, Dan.
True.
It's just people don't give it enough time to play it, so they're not going to get to, okay, it's a alright game. No, they're going to give up on it pretty quick. What about you, Mikey?
Superman 64.
Ooh, that's a good choice.
Eat it.
Not too many people can say that.
That's a props right there.
That was a gift from my wife, so some people wonder if she wanted me dead.
No. You think the horror story is this? I had a buddy who didn't own a 64, but would come over and play. He talked me into buying that day one for him to play at my house because he didn't have a job.
Oh, jeez.
I was so pissed when we got it home.
Are y'all still friends?
Barely.
Okay.
Why has Superman never had a good game?
Well, the
Cricket.
Death of Superman game was somewhat decent.
That's that beat 'em up on the Super Nintendo, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had a good arcade game.
You count Injustice as a Superman game?
Those are good games.
I mean, I guess you could.
Well, if that's the case, there's a Justice League game too. It's sort of like the Marvel Ultimate Alliance type of games. I forgot what it's called, but it's okay.
Huh. We'll say for the sake of argument here, just because all the other ones suck, we're going to suck that into the category so that we have some good. How's that?
There we go.
Yeah, that works out great. What about you, Chris? What do you got for one?
I'm greedy. I'm not getting rid of any games.
Oh.
Oh. Well, okay. All right, we're going to go right up to Dizzy then.
Knight Rider NES. Please, kid, take it off my hands. You know, to me, it's crap. Sorry, kid. You know, I could never figure it out as a kid. And you know, I'd rather give it to some kid than throw it in the street like Bones. So could never figure it out. I don't want to throw it away. I don't want to throw it in the street like Bones. So I'll give it to some kid.
Well,
Michael, why do you hate me so much?
Don't worry, Dizzy. I'm not answering this question, but that was my answer. If I had to, it would have been Ghostbusters. So don't worry. You know me too well, brother.
Yeah. Don't throw it out.
No, I kept my new copy. It's all good. It'll never be touched.
Literally.
Yeah.
Never
Literally.
played.
What about you, Dan? What's your game?
I would gladly get rid of last year's Madden game, and if I ever want it again, I'll get it for like $1 several years from now.
Take you out of the dollar bin when we go out hunting.
Exactly.
Captain Frugal?
Well, I've mentioned this game before, and I'll mention it again because this game freaking sucks, and that's X-Men on the NES. That game is terrible.
Yeah.
It's a one-player, or it's a two-player game or a one-player. But if you play it one-player, that you have AI, and the AI sucks so bad. The game is terrible in every way.
Oh, wait. Mr. Bandana.
All right, so X-Men would have been my answer because that's right. Like that is the worst game ever, actually physically published on a mainstream level. But I happen to have this box of games I'm sending to someone that we're talking to right now, and I'm just going to pull a random one out of there. And I'm going to say Motion Sports. Motion Sports Play for Real by Ubisoft. It's a Xbox 360 Connect game.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Oh.
Hey, I played that before. It ain't that bad.
I mean, let's be honest. It is a rip-off of Kinect Sports, which is a rip-off of Wii Sports. So we're already at like 2 levels of a copy. So, and this cover is just not doing it for me. So,
Why do you have a box of bad games just sitting right next to you? What are you doing?
because I am easily suckered into buying like
He does what you do, Bones.
things for cheap.
Bones.
I bought a lot of Xbox 360 games for significantly cheap. Picked out a couple I wanted, and then I asked a lovely person if they wanted these games, and they're like, "Yeah." And then I will disperse them through the community because I am a saint.
Bones, he does what you do. You can't leave him behind when you go to the thrift store.
Yeah, I do that too.
So you just pick them all up.
Yeah, but that's how I ended up with some of my Barbie games.
Exactly.
Okay.
So how many times did we say Barbie?
Not enough.
Okay.
We should have been
Barbie,
counting.
Barbie, Barbie.
We're gonna make a drinking game. Take a shot whenever you hear Barbie.
It might happen. It might happen. What end? There wouldn't be an end because I'd have to like actually physically end it, and I don't think that would happen.
All right, so we'll go to my last question, and I'll leave the last two for you, Dan.
All right.
Bandana, we're going to start with you there, brother. Favorite Resident Evil character? Go.
I'm gonna go with Leon. I just think he's cool.
Okay. Captain Frugal?
You know, I think Jill Valentine doesn't get enough attention.
So we got 1-1 here, Dan. Are you keeping track? We'll see who wins for the character.
And just for the record, Jill looks better than Leon does.
Okay. We good.
Jill does look awesome in Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Like, I really like how she's depicted in that game. I'm gonna change my answer to Jill.
You've already casted your vote, sir.
Oh yeah, like we are hard on rules on this one.
Let me talk to my boss. Okay, Dan, can we let him change his answer? What do you think?
Yo, hold up. How the hell's Dan the boss?
Chris, I can change my vote, right?
Of course.
All right, there we go. Problem solved.
Good, because Dan was the next one up in line.
Fuck that. Dan's not the boss in here.
Oh my God! What is yours, Dan?
I was gonna say Jill, to be honest. So, yeah, so Jill.
Dizzy?
This is gonna be blasphemy to Mikey, but I'm not a Resident Evil fan.
Take him out.
They lost me from the beginning with the tank controls and the 64 controller, so never been a fan. I apologize. I don't know anybody on that game.
Just say Jill.
Jill, my favorite. Loved her.
Hey, Dad?
I'm actually gonna say Nemesis. He's just I don't know, like even from the original PlayStation, like I know he was all scripted, but it still felt like he was like chasing you around. I really like Nemesis.
Good answer. MT Shark?
Rebecca Chambers.
There we go. We got a different one. What about you, Mikey? What's it gonna be?
Tofu.
Alrighty, Chris, what's yours?
Unfortunately, I'm on Dizzy's level.
Yeah.
Never, ever played a Resident Evil game.
That's another vote for Jill.
Jill is. Say Jill. Just say Jill.
I've only seen gameplay of it, and actually seen somebody play it literally next to me, and that was it. Never handed the controller, never played Resident Evil in my life.
Oh, you have a terrible friend.
I know, right? And honestly, like, it was Resident Evil 1, and it was dark as hell in the room, and it was dark outside, and I just sat down to watch him start to play. And of course, it was like one of the scariest moments in the game where the dog jumped out into the hallway. It scared the shit out of me. I was like, yeah, that's enough of that. So
The dog could be your favorite character.
Fuck that. I never played the game. How is it my favorite character?
You got to get into that Nemesis I gave you.
Yeah, I know. I got a backlog. You know that, Bones. Like,
Darn it, Chris, there are rules here.
Unfortunately, I don't play games.
Gotta love our backlogs.
Yep.
Alrighty. Dan, you're up, brother.
Alright, last two almost done, guys. So, baddest video game monster. So I guess that's the scariest video game monster you've ever seen in a video game. And again, let's start from the top, and let's start with Bandana.
I need a quick clarification. Are we talking baddest as in like the 90s sense of the word? Like, oh man, that's bad.
I thought we were talking baddest as in worse, like the worst.
Oh. I I don't have any. Well, we can go to the rule master, the official.
Does that mean that the boss is like terrible? Are you playing against him, or
No.
is he super hard?
I don't know.
I thought we were talking like Power Glove bad.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It's
Like
so
it's a horrible boss. Like it was easy to beat or whatever.
Okay.
I have
Something they should have done. All right.
My answer is written totally differently.
Go ahead, go with it though, Bandana. If that's the way you got it laid out. Go ahead.
I want to hear your answer.
I mean, I was just going with like a bad looking,
Like art style.
badass monster,
Like
and
art
I
style.
was going-
Yeah. All right, that's
I was
fine.
going with like Magnamalo from Monster Hunter Rise. Like I'm looking at the amiibo right now, and I'm just I think this guy is so bad.
He's going by badass look. That's what you're going
Yeah.
by.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm in '90s. Our language is extreme.
It's all good.
And Bones, video game monster. You can interpret that however you want.
Yeah, exactly. Just say the way you want to interpret it.
What's a video game monster?
Like, I was on the same page with it's the baddest monster. Mine was going to be the Cyber Demon because it was the baddest monster in Doom. That was my going rate when I read it. But
Okay.
Me and Bones agree again.
Yeah.
that's why I wanted you to say it because I misread it too. Or I just misinterpreted.
No, they just wrote it wrong. We got it right.
No, I didn't. There's only one person in here that wrote it, and it wasn't me.
High five, Bandana.
Big douche.
Make it your own. Everything's good here. Captain Frugal, whatever you want to say about video game monsters.
Well, if we can mix it up that much, I'll go one that's not even technically a boss and say those stupid head crabs on Half-Life. Those things, ugh.
Are they bad or are they scary?
They're pretty freaky, man.
Alright.
I was thinking it was, that way. That was a hard question. I know it's not even but it was, it's video game monster, so not boss.
Yeah.
That's what I went with. So because they're just, this thing gets on your head and then it controls you. Those people, if you have ever played Half-Life, those people are actually alive while you're fighting them and everything.
Ah.
Yeah. I always thought that was really freaky.
Yeah, that sounds freaky.
All right. I'm not supposed to answer, but I'm gonna go with like for me the worst monster in terms of difficulty was the Grim Reaper in Castlevania. I had a hell of a time trying to beat him, so that would be my baddest video game monster. But how about you, Dizzy? What's your baddest video game monster?
Now I see that I was kind of confused with that one too, but I was gonna say Jason from Friday the 13th NES, just because the way he jumped out of nowhere when you walked into that room and he just came out of nowhere. That was like the first jump scare for me ever as a small kid. And when he jumped out of the water too, like, to me he's like a badass character. Like, even though he didn't look like much in the NES version, him just coming out of the dark like that, jumping on screen, it scared me. So that was my pick.
They did a good job with the audio there too, because they gave you that sound right when he came out too.
Yeah.
Exactly. They changed the music.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, they knew what they were doing with that.
All right. And hey, Dad.
Well,
Video game monster.
I want to do mine like the 90s definition of bad, because that just sounds better to me. So I'm going to go with Ridley from Metroid, because
Okay.
he's just so freaking cool.
Yep. I would agree with that one. Empty Shark, video game monster.
I'll go with Pyramid Head from Silent Hill 2.
Ooh.
Yeah, I was gonna pick him as well. I agree with that one. I totally agree with that. And Mikey. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say I had him written down as an option as well. I had one other option too, the witch from Left 4 Dead. The freaking witch.
Oh, that's a good one.
Ooh, I don't
That's
know
a
that one.
scary one. That's a scary one. Yeah.
Oh, shit,
yeah,
we were
you
supposed
hear
to be
it.
taking notes?
Well, I took notes because I'm old.
When's the exam?
Hey, let's get this right, Bones. All these guys, besides Mike, had these questions for weeks.
Yeah.
So they had a chance to write down answers, and why not? I would.
I'm just screwing around.
You had a chance.
like the
You
way
had a
you did.
chance to think about it.
Yeah, it's video games you want into movies, not movies into video.
Yeah, Bones. That's all right. Hold up. Hold on, Bones. Bones. Dan can't talk. Dan doesn't even know his name.
That is true. But yeah, nobody will beat me. I fell asleep on a podcast. So.
All right. I think we have Mikey for a video game boss or video game monster.
All right, baddest video game monster. I'm gonna say the worm in the forest because the only way to get past it is to go to sleep and go to the next day.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Hmm.
When it comes, it destroys your whole village you built, everything, unless you can quickly go to sleep.
Yeah, ruins your everything you did. Ugh, terrible.
You better hope that you saved.
Oh wow.
All right, Chris, what's your baddest video game monster?
Xenomorph from Alien.
Okay.
Ooh,
Mm.
good one.
Scary in the game and movie.
Yes. Very.
All right. Last question, guys. And we'll go in reverse order this time. We'll start with Chris. But zombies in video games. Do you still like playing games that feature zombies, or have you seen enough? Has it been done enough that we don't need any more? We don't need more zombie games, except for maybe, leave it to Resident Evil. But the rest, we don't need any new ones. What do you think, Chris?
Honestly, I'll play any game. So zombies or not, doesn't matter to me. I'm cool with anything. So I'll give anything a try one time at least.
So you're not tired of zombies?
Nah. It doesn't matter to me.
And I'll be interested to hear what Mikey says about this one.
Well, I guess that I'm still into zombie games since I just spent the $100 to get the Back for Blood pre-order a week early. So yeah, I'm still into zombie games.
All right. MT Shark.
Yeah, I think zombie games are still relevant. I think if they brought back the Left 4 Dead series, that would be pretty cool.
I mean, they did. Mikey got it.
Yeah, Back for Blood is
Back 4
the
Blood.
is the next Left 4 Dead basically.
Okay.
The people that made Left 4 Dead left Valve and made the game on their own in the spirit of Left 4 Dead. The gameplay is pretty much the same.
Oh,
Is
nice.
Is that Xbox only?
No, it's Xbox and PlayStation.
Okay.
On
But it
PC
is on-
too.
It is on Game Pass.
It is on Game
Yeah.
Pass. You actually don't have to pay for it. You have Game Pass.
That's the one you showed me today, right, Mike?
That is correct. I've been playing it for 2 weeks. I'm almost through the whole game. It's harder than Left 4 Dead.
Is it crossplay?
Yes, it is generation crossplay between the systems. The only thing that me and April are having a fit about is it's not got split screen where you can play couch co-op like you did Left 4 Dead.
Oh wow, that sucks.
Hmm.
If you want to play with somebody else, you have to have multiple systems.
All right. Where are we? I think Hey
Hey
Dad.
Dad.
Zombies in video games.
I'm not over zombies. I think they're still cool. I really like the Last of Us games. I loved them both, and I really think they've done a good job with, kind of the modern take on the zombie, where the survivors are what you actually have to be scared of, and the zombies just kind of this thing in the distance that's a minor annoyance. I think that's a really cool way to take zombie games.
All right. And Dizzy.
Again, blasphemy, I know, but too many zombie games on the 360. That's what turned me away from buying a 360 back in 2012. Just like every game out there was a zombie game, and that was like the big thing in 2012. All the kids were playing nothing but zombie games, and it just wasn't for me. I did get the 360 early in the year, and now like 50% of the games I have are zombie games. I'm still gonna collect them. That's always something we're gonna do, but I just probably won't ever get to playing those games. But for me, nah, there's way too many.
Yeah, that's a fresh take. Captain Frugal.
I love zombie games. I don't think I gonna be sick of them anytime soon. I've always liked zombie stuff. Give me another, even though they're not exactly zombies. Give me some Deadites. Give me another.
Oh yeah,
Evil Dead.
Something like that.
Yep.
Yeah. And I'm happy for Back 4 Blood. I don't have it yet, but I can't wait to. I look forward to getting it and playing it because I love the Left 4 Dead series. Anything I'm shooting zombies, I enjoy for some reason.
All right. So, Bones, are you over Barbie games yet, or are there Barbie games still cool to play?
Oh man, 12 Dancing Princesses, or you want that pony one? They got a pony game for you. I'll get you into some little Mary Kate and Ashley before you know the end of this stream's done. Don't you worry, brother. As far as it goes with zombies, I'm not sick of zombie games. Did it get a little repetitive, like Dead Risings, and then, everything just started compounding with zombie games?
Yeah.
It doesn't bother me, but there are so many other choices of games out there. I can't say that I'm tired of them, but honestly, I don't really play a lot of zombie games anymore. I used to be a big fan of them. But now I would kind of agree with Captain Frugal, where why can't you give us something that would be, they don't have to be zombies, but like a Deadite, that would be more of a horror though. I don't think you could call it a zombie then, if they changed it up. But I don't know. I mean, I'd still play zombie games, but yeah, I'm kind of over it at the moment.
Yeah.
Call of Duty's what did it for me back in 2011, 2012. Like, everybody was on Call of Duty Zombies, and I just could not get into it back then.
Yeah, I played it for a little bit, and then I was like, yeah, I've got my fill. I don't even like Call of Duty anymore. So
yeah, I can definitely agree with you guys on that one. Yeah, about Call of Duty.
Yeah, that's what did it for me.
All right, last but not least, close us out strong, Bandana. What about zombies?
I am not just over zombie video games, though. I am interested in Back 4 Blood, but I'm just over zombies as a whole. Like, we could just take a year or two off from any zombie in media. I mean, we got like George A. Romero's gone, guys. We just got to face that. And he's apparently not coming back, which is disappointing.
I get it.
But
gave that away.
Yeah, I'm looking at Redfall, which is coming out next year by Arcane for the Xbox, which is a nice little vampire game, kind of Back 4 Blood, Left 4 Dead style, but with vampires. And I'm like,
oh, that sounds cool.
It's time. It's time. It's time to move on. Zombies, it's not you, it's me. Okay.
Let's be friends.
Yeah.
Vampire sucks.
Oh.
All right, I think that's it for the questions.
Yes, that is it.
Do we leave anything out?
No, I don't think we did.
You guys wanted to see it before you go. The Puzzle of Flesh box art is at the bottom.
Is it?
Yeah, I see it.
Yep.
This better not be a porno.
Well, it depends on what you think a porno is.
Porno.
It depends on what you think a porno is. That could be multiple things.
If you go to play that game, there are 4 sex scenes within it, and they are very explicit.
There was one game that wasn't talked about in the podcast, and that one, well, there was a couple that I could think off the top of my head. God of War wasn't mentioned. That's kind of like a bloody, gory, horror-ish kind of game. And a game that I tried playing, I just can't get into playing because of the controls, is Dead Island.
Oh, I liked Dead Island.
Yeah, Dead Island was good.
I didn't like it.
Yeah. What I found is I didn't like it playing it by myself. It was fun when you had other people.
Yes. It was better playing multiplayer. It's like Left 4 Dead. If you played it by yourself, it wasn't as fun.
Yeah. I'm finding that more and more, though, with a lot of retro games. You almost need that couch co-op for a lot of them.
Yep.
Any other questions, comments, anything? Anybody want to shoot a question out? It's up to you guys.
No more Barbies, guys. No more Barbies.
Crickets in the field.
Nope, I'm actually Barbied out.
Man.
Barbies and zombies just got in a car together and are driving off.
Come on. Well, we have Barbie as the island princess. Barbie horse adventure. Adventures riding. Barbie rise and raid. Barbie
Now that
supermodel.
Now that I think of it, nobody ever mentioned Stubbs the zombie in this whole thing either.
Oh yeah.
Hey, didn't they make a Blade video game?
2 of them. I beat them both.
I vaguely remember having one of them now, because when you said Blade up there, I was thinking, didn't they have a Blade game? And I swore I had it.
Pretty sure there was
Nothing special.
PS2 it was on,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
Were they the
Yeah.
movie game? Like Blade the movie game? The game?
They weren't necessarily based off the movie, but they were using the same
PS1.
version of the character.
Huh.
And like you said, there was nothing special. I played the first one.
Yeah.
Well, then I'm not looking it up right now.
Nobody mentioned the Buffy the Vampire Slayer games either.
Oh wow.
I have played
Yeah, I was
both
just
of
gonna
those.
mention that.
What?
Yeah,
Didn't Spawn have a game?
Yeah, Armageddon.
Spawn's had a couple games.
Spawn's had a couple.
Yeah. The one on the GameCube's great.
The one on
You
the Game Boy is awful.
Nobody mentioned House of the Dead.
No.
Oh, yeah.
I
That's
love
a
that
nice
series.
trap.
Nobody mentioned Condemned.
Are we about to just like re-record the whole podcast?
No, we're not.
In these games? Okay.
Hey, I was just giving you opportunity to say whatever, you know.
Okay, so we got Hunter the Reckoning, The Suffering, Alice Madness Returns.
See how much more
I mean,
games there are that we could possibly do more podcasts
So
with.
next year.
Yeah, next
There's always next year.
Deadly
Gears of-
Premonition,
Gears of War has a horror vibe to it.
Dead Space,
Manhunter.
Bioshock has
Oh.
Manhunter,
Devil
Really?
May Cry.
The Suffering.
Devil May Cry. I just said the Suffering ones.
Yep.
Disney Infinity.
Yeah,
Call of
definitely.
Cthulhu,
Lego Indiana Jones.
Dying Light, Evil Within,
Texas
NBA
Chainsaw
2K13.
Toy Story
Jagged
3.
Alliance.
How about Dante's Inferno?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's up here. Yeah.
Pac-Man. Don't forget Pac-Man.
Oh yeah, Ghosts.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's well played.
Dino Crisis.
On that note,
There you go, Dizzy.
Yeah, on too.
Daymare.
Turok.
we'll go on with the last segment.
Alright, yep.
Game of the
I still
month.
got another shelf.
Yeah, that's good enough show.
Not always about you, Mikey. Yeah.
Alright.
All right, game of the month, Bandana.
I'm gonna go with Metroid Dread. I can't say enough good things about that game. That might be my game of the year.
Nice.
Oh wow.
Bones.
My game is going to be Glow. It's a downloadable game. I got it on PS4. Fun as hell. You're a little block trying to jump through a level that you can't see anything except for the circumference around your block to get to the exit. So it's like a platformer. It's neat.
Chronic Spartan did that one, didn't he?
Yep. Yeah. I'm on level 42.
Captain.
I'm gonna go with Zombie U. Not just Zombie, but Zombie U for the Wii U.
Dan.
One of the most recent games I picked up was Life is Strange.
Dizzy.
True Colors. Yep.
I'm gonna say Ghost Hunter PS2. Like I said, I streamed it a couple days ago as a blind run. In my opinion, a hidden gem. Real good game. The sticker on mine says $5.99. I suggest you guys get it before it hits $100. Hidden gem.
Hey, Dad.
So I'm currently playing through all the God of War games, getting ready for Ragnarok to come out, and I just got to. I'm playing them in chronological order, so I just got to God of War 1, the HD remake, and I'm gonna say that's my game of the month. I don't know, it's just the same old God of War fun stuff, but the HD remake version that I'm playing on the PS3 is just a lot smoother than the old one was.
Right. I like the God of War franchise.
Yeah.
I'm into it. MT Shark.
I would say Ghouls and Ghosts on the Sega Genesis.
Classic, good one.
Mikey.
I'm gonna have to go with Left 4 Dead 2 because I'm literally looking forward to streaming that next week.
Hell yeah.
And I'm going to go with probably something I already said, and it's because it's like one of my fondest memories of playing NES, Monster Party.
Oh,
that's a good one.
yeah, that's a great game.
Yeah, it is. And I think I convinced Dan to buy that game.
Yep, I did.
Yeah, we sat on Discord that one night. Remember, Chris? I was playing it, and you were trying to tell me where the hell to go, and I couldn't figure it out.
Yeah.
Just out of curiosity, what platform are you playing Left 4 Dead on?
Left 4 Dead, I'm playing it on the 360 next week. I need 3 more volunteers.
Unfortunately, I don't have 360 online, so darn. I have Left 4 Dead 2 on Steam.
Mikey, let me know if you do Back for Blood. I'll play that one.
Yeah, we want to do Left 4 Dead. That's one April wants to play. We're gonna do. I got 5 people set up, so if I can get 3 more, I can do that.
Yeah, I'm one of them.
All right, with that being said, thank you all for joining in on this much bigger podcast than what I usually do.
Barbie.
Ken is dead in the trunk.
Supermodel princess.
Yoshi!
I can't get the picture of John. I can't get John Leguizamo out of my head walking around going, Mario!
It's a me, Mario.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah.
Now, if we can get that to Kickstarter for a fan film, I'd like to start working on that immediately.
I feel like John Leguizamo would be down for that. Because
He
when they
would be
announced
down for it, but Nintendo would axe it quickly.
Yeah, well, when they announced the
That's
cast of the Mario movie, he came out and he's like, "What? This is ridiculous."
That's why we're going to call the movie Lou Igee's Big House of Scary.
There we go. Looking for his brother Marvin.
Yeah, exactly. All right, we're just gonna keep workshopping this all night. We'll have the script banged
We'll
out
have to
by
be
Monday.
after the podcast is ended. But you can talk about it after we finished recording. All right, thank you again. Please come back. We'll do this again. I'll start doing bigger group podcasts. Since we did this one, it seemed to go smooth. That was the biggest worry was getting everybody together and not having enough time for everybody to talk, but it seemed like everybody was cool and nobody cut anybody off, so yeah.
Great time, man. All you guys.
Fun,
Awesome.
fun.
Yep,
Yeah,
it was
it's
fun.
fun.
Thank you all again. Please
Yeah, thanks for.
like, comment, and subscribe, and as always, don't blow, just leave. Later.
See you, everybody.
Happy
Hey,
Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
They will never find the body.
Happy Halloween, everybody.
Happy Halloween.
Halloween.
Happy Halloween.